is only one war that matters, and it is here.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for my final Season 7 preview trailer breakdown video. We are only a few days away from the Season 7 finale now, and I have to admit it does kinda suck that the season is almost over. Even with all the plot holes this season, I still wish there were more episodes, but this last episode is the longest one in Game of Thrones history, so hopefully we can go out with a bang. So let's take a closer look at this preview and find out some of the things we can expect to see in the finale. The trailer begins with Grey Worm and the Unsullied standing in formation, and they have finally made it back to the eastern side of the continent. The last time we saw Grey Worm, he was at Casterly Rock. The Unsullied easily took over the castle because the Lannisters had pulled their troops out of there and took them to High Garden so they could sack a much more valuable castle of their own. After Grey Worm had taken control of Casterly Rock, he saw that he wasn't the only one there looking for a fight. Euron Greyjoy showed up and destroyed the Unsullied's only ride back home, so I'm assuming Grey Worm and his men had to march all the way back across Westeros. As far as we know, Daenerys never sent them many ships so they could get back, and we're also not sure how many she actually has left at this point. We can see Tyrion on a ship later in this preview trailer, and he's with Theon and Varys. If you look around the ship, you can see the Unsullied shields all over the place, so there is a chance that Tyrion went and picked them up to take them to the parley scene. Tyrion did tell Daenerys that they were going to show up with 2 armies and 3 dragons. We have no idea how much time is passing between episodes either. The Unsullied may have found a way to Dragonstone first, and now they are sailing back to King's Landing together for the parley scene. It's really hard to say because the timelines haven't been too consistent, but either way this scene at the Dragon Pit should be pretty impressive. There will be over 20 well-known characters at this meeting. Euron Greyjoy has now made it back to King's Landing as well with his massive fleet, and we should see him with Yara Greyjoy too. She was never put in the cell, so I'm thinking Euron still has her and may use her to bargain with. Theon Greyjoy will also be here too, and I'm still hoping he plans on getting his sister back. Now, we're not going to see any of this until Season 8, but I have always said I think Theon will prove his worth by possibly killing his uncle Euron in an attempt to save his sister. I know he still goes full reek on us, but I am just praying that one day he's going to snap out of that and do something heroic for his sister Yara. They are keeping them alive for some reason, so I hope this is why. The Dothraki also show up for the parley. Now Daenerys will have her entire army in front of Cersei. Daenerys will also show up with her dragons, and she will flex her muscles in front of Cersei, letting her know exactly what she is up against. But knowing Cersei, she probably won't even flinch. Jaime and Bronn are there overlooking Dany's forces, and they know exactly what they are capable of. It almost appears as if Jaime and Bronn are at High Garden. They are high up on top of what looks like some castle walls, but the Dragon Pit does sit on Rhaenys Hill in King's Landing, so this is most likely where they are all at. It really wouldn't make much sense at this point in the season for them to be anywhere else. There is also a scene with Sansa standing atop the castle of Winterfell overlooking the battlements. It appears that she has came up here to reflect on some of the things that are going on in the north, or perhaps she is planning her next move. Her and Arya are on the verge of killing each other, and Littlefinger is behind it all. We just need the Stark sisters to wake up and snap out of this and realize what is going on. I know a lot of you have been saying that the Stark sisters are actually playing Littlefinger, but that is not the case, my friends. Never, and I mean never, underestimate Littlefinger. He has been playing this game for years, and he plays it very well. He is spinning these girls in circles right now, but there is one thing from the Season 7 trailer that has yet to play out. In the trailer, we can hear Sansa say the Lone Wolf dies, but the pack survives. I believe Arya and Sansa will settle their differences, and I think Sansa says that quote to Arya, or she might even say it to Littlefinger right after she sentences him to death. Littlefinger will die in this episode, and I believe Sansa came up here to think about what she's going to say to Littlefinger, or this is Sansa coming up here right after Littlefinger is killed. The next scene shows Theon collapsing on the beach, and I'm thinking this might be right after the parley scene. He will see his uncle Euron there, and perhaps his sister is going to be there too. Euron will probably parade Yara through the Dragon Pit, and Theon will know that there is nothing he can do about it at that time. He knows he left his sister behind when Euron had the knife to her throat, and when he sees Yara still in chains being taken away by Euron again after the parley scene, it's going to tear him up inside. Theon's going to need to get someone on his side willing to help him to try and get her back before Euron ends up killing her. Daenerys is going to want her back also, but Euron isn't going to want to give her up without getting something in return. And we all know what he wants, but Daenerys is never going to give him that. So they're going to have to get Yara back by force. And I'm hoping Theon can kill Euron in the process. The trailer ends with everyone arriving at the Dragon Pit. And like I said before, there will be around 20 or more characters that we know. And I am very excited to see this scene and to see this big of a cast at the same place at the same time. This is going to kind of remind me of the very first episode when the Starks were all in Winterfell and King Robert Baratheon showed up with all the Lannisters. Only this time they're all going to be meeting under very different circumstances. So much has happened since then it kind of blows my mind. Jon Snow is just a bastard boy heading off to the Wall to spend the rest of his life with the Night's Watch. Now he is king in the North. But this season has revealed so much more than that. He is a legitimate Targaryen and rightful heir to the Iron Throne. And Tyrion was just an alcoholic imp who loved to sleep with whores. Now he is the hand of the Queen to his family's sworn enemy. Jaime Lannister was just a cocky mother effer back then, and he was seen as the best swordsman in all the lands. But now that sword hand is gone, and he has definitely been humbled many times due to all of his life experiences since then. I'm getting emotional just thinking about everything that has happened since this show first started, but I'm also very excited to see all these characters come together before they all end up killing each other. As they all walk into the Dragon Pit, you can see Cersei and Jaime is there, Tyrion is there, Bronn is there leading the group in, Jon is there, plus Podrick, Theon, Jorah, Davos, Brienne, Missandei, and it looks like the Hound is all the way in the back with his head turned to the side. The last time we saw the Hound, he was loading the White up into the boat at the Wall, and they brought the White all the way down here to show Cersei that the threat is real, hoping they can put aside their differences and stop fighting each other in order to fight the common enemy who now has a dragon of his own. There was another scene from the trailer that we have yet to see, and that was the Hound letting the White out of the crate that's right there behind him. They will show Cersei exactly how menacing these things are, and they're also going to demonstrate how exactly hard they are to kill. You can't just kill these things with any regular old steel. The Mountain should be here too, since he is Cersei's personal bodyguard, and it's going to be so much fun to see the Hound and the Mountain in the same scene together again. I wish we could see Clegane Bowl, but since this is a parley scene, there's probably going to be a momentary peace treaty while they discuss terms, so I don't think we're going to see anyone fighting in this Dragon Pit, but I would love it if they did. They did not show Daenerys in this preview trailer either, which I thought was interesting. She will be at the parley scene with everyone else, but she's going to make her grand entrance by showing up last with her dragons. She will flex her muscles in front of Cersei, but Cersei will notice she is showing up with only 2 dragons, which should boost Cersei's confidence. The Night King has made her job so much easier by taking one of the dragons. Cersei will not take this threat as serious as everyone else because her focus is still going to be on King's Landing and the throne. While Jon and Dany are focusing on the Army of the Dead, Cersei will be using her new gold to beef up her army and navy. Although it seems like Season 8's going to focus on the Night King, the party is just getting started between Cersei and Daenerys. This parlay isn't going to go as well as Jon and Daenerys had hoped. I just hope that Cersei will see the light at some point next season and offer to help, or else Viserion died for nothing. This is the end of the preview trailer, but I will be making another video, and I will talk about some of the other things that will happen in this finale that this trailer did not show. The final episode is called The Dragon and the Wolf, and we're going to be finding out some more details about why the episode is called that, but I'm going to save that for the next video, so I hope you all come back for that one too. Thank you all so much for checking out my preview trailer breakdown video for the Season 7 finale. And as always, I have to thank you wonderful people who support this channel on Patreon. I really appreciate your generosity. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.